Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back. My criminal case on Facebook. Eyes Wide Shut, part number 2 of By Hook or By Crook. And Ace, we've successfully solved yet another sword murder. Let's now turn our attention to the Irish gang running Sinner's End. Our encounter with Finley Flanagan, one half of the brother sister duo at the head of the gang, was most concerning. He clearly believes himself to be above the law, and who knows what a man like that may be capable of. This Flanagan character sounds right up my alley, Ace. Besides, I've been dying to get out in the field again, and this time, I'll be bringing Rasputin. I'd bet my left arm that Flanagan does his business in the privacy of the barbershop. You'd be surprised how many shady dealings take place over a quick trim. I'll meet you there. I shall take your word for it, Rose. Ace, before you leave, Madame Zhang wants to speak with you. Well, I suppose we should see what Madame Zhang wants. Ace, I shall wait for you in the interrogation room. Senior Trooper Ace, thank you for seeing me. I appreciate how quickly you solved this murder. All the night's work, Madame Zhang. Now, if that's all, Well, there is, in fact, another matter which I was hoping you could help me with. It's about my girls. Some of them have gone missing. Missing? Are you certain they did not simply choose to leave your employment without informing you? It may be difficult for you to comprehend, but I'm not a slave driver, Senior Trooper Ace. My girls are free to come and go as they please. They wouldn't disappear in the middle of the night, like one did just 2 days ago. She even put on her shoes. I just wish to be certain of their well-being, Senior Trooper Ace. If you discover that they are safe and do not wish to return to my employment, then I shall accept their decision. I see. Well, I suppose we could now take a look around your premises for signs of evil doing. You're welcome to examine my brothel from top to bottom, Senior Trooper Ace, and please take this money to help you. Uh-oh. There was something, I think, in Pacific Bay, where there was people were abducting ladies of the night, or something like that. You guys will be able to tell me more. That's been like 2 years ago since I played that. Mermaid. Gun flask. Woman photographer. Woman shoes. Shoes? Stocking. Playing cards. Magnifying glass. Croissant. Wine bottle, butterfly, and heart. Not too shabby. I've done worse. I'm not sure what to make of Madame Zhang's claims. Ace, is she really concerned about the welfare of her girls, or does she just wish to lure them back into the business? I failed to see anything out of the ordinary except for that shoe which you picked up, but it may simply have been discarded in a fit of passion. Oh, astute observation, Ace. Madame Zhang did mention that one of the missing girls had left her shoes behind. I guess we better take a sample of that dirt. Alright, what have we got here? Closed. Broom. Mousetrap. Bird cage, I forget what that is. Or it's domino. Oh, I don't know how I misread that. There you go. Sponge, ring, and rope. Nice. Ace, it feels good to be in the field so soon again. Now, about this Flanagan brood. Have you found any leads? You're right. Those shamrocks on the briefcase you found are the Flanagan siblings logo, and I hear cracking locks your specialty, so have at it. Do it. Let's do a 6 hour and 9 hour. Whoa. I'm gonna vacuum up the dirt. Okay. Let us have that dirt you collected from the shoot of Viola, Ace. With any luck, it shan't be a complete dead end. Probably take this somewhere else. See what this lock can do for us. That's got to be an 8 and an E, or 8, 9, 4, 6. Nice. Nope, that's definitely 5 something. There we go. Not too shabby. My, I did not expect to find such a childish item in this briefcase, Ace. Mind you, it appears to be quite old. And look, the diary belongs to Finley Flanagan himself. Ha! How scary can this Flanagan be when they had a leprechaun on his diary as a child? Let's take a peek inside. Oh, well, this is bleak. This page shows Finley, his sister, and their parents, but the latter are scribbled out. One can learn a lot about a thing by analyzing their childhood, so let's recover the faded text on the opposite page. Definitely. What have we got here? Oh, it's gonna be French, maybe? I guess I shouldn't be surprised that the writing Flanagan's childhood diary is in Gaelic, Ace. But I'm afraid I don't speak a word of it. I'm sure little Evie will know, though. Let's send her Flanagan's diary. Gaelic. So anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in 9 hours. It's been Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Alright, folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back. Jennifer, you're kind of close about what's coming up Tuesday, so we'll see then. Hey, Viola, what can you tell us about the dirt that Ace collected from that shoe? Is there anything we could tie it to Madame Chong's missing girls? To be frank, there was a little of great interest among the substance. For the most part, it was simply mud. However, I finally managed to find minute traces of bear fat, which, as you may recall, is commonly used to make hair pomade. But how would hair pomade end up in that woman's shoe? But of course, Ace, the girl who wore the shoe must have passed through the barber shop. Perhaps Gladys could tell us more. I'll probably get a haircut too, man. My hair's out of control. Hello, Evie. What have you got for us about the message in Flanagan's childhood diary? I made quite the find. Oh, Rose, what is Rasputin doing here? He nibbled on my books last time. Hey, Rasputin and I are a team, Evie. Besides, he's got a little snack, so he won't be inclined to munch on your books this time. What were you saying about Flanagan's diary? Well, the Gaelic writing simply translates to Fiona and I have a plan. A plan? What kind of plan? Well, it doesn't specify, but given that young Finley had scribbled out his parents in the accompanying drawing, I decided to investigate his family history. It turns out that the Flanagan parents had their heads bashed in while they slept, when Finley and his sister were just children. But the strangest thing is that the doors were locked from the inside. Only Finley and Fiona were inside the house with their parents. The police briefly considered making them suspects in the murder of their parents, but given their young age, it was decided that they could not have been involved. So wait, let me get this straight. Finley Flanagan draws pictures of the family with his parents scribbled out, writes that he and Fiona have a plan, and then his parents are brutally killed? Wow. Imagine just how disturbed a young child would have to be in order to kill their parents in cold blood, Ace. Well, there's only way to get to the bottom of this, and we must speak to the top dog himself. Let's do Gladys first. She's a lot nicer and sweeter. Hey, back again so soon, Senior Brace? You ain't hear about another murder, are you? Well, thankfully not, Miss Paddington. You see, we found a shoe with traces of hair pomade on it, and we were wondering whether you've had any lady visitors from Madame Chong's brothel as of late. Oh, I recognize that shoe. It's me friend Annie's. She often visits. She were in her right state last time, so she were here. She said some sort of brothel girl had gone missing, and she wanted to get out while she could. Ooh, I'm afraid her fears may have been justified. Do you have any notion of where she could have gone? Oh, blimey, Annie's disappeared too? Thing is, she had nowhere to go. She just spent her time at the fair. She thought she'd be safe there. Please take a look at the fair, Senior Brace. I'm begging. I'm sure Annie's there. I'll even give you some snacks to boost your energy. Thank you. What's up, Flanagan? Senior Trooper Ace, I see you're back with another one of your stinking copy friends. What do you want now? Watch your mouth, you Mr. Flanagan. I'm not scared of people like you. I once had a thug bigger than yourself rip off my right arm, and I beat him to death with it. Ha, a lady with character, I like it. Now, what was it you wanted? I found your childhood diary with this charming little drawing. Does that have anything to do with the fact that your parents were beaten to death? Hey, their deaths ain't no secret, Senior Trooper Ace. Someone did them in while they slept. They had it coming, if you ask me. Talk like that is enough to make someone think that you played a part in their deaths, Mr. Flanagan. I suppose it is. Yeah, only me and my sister were already investigated, weren't we? And as the police said, we were just little innocent kids at the time, so there's no way we could have done something so cruel. Wow, a man such as yourself, I would be surprised if you discovered your talents for violence at a young age, Mr. Flanagan. To very much for your compliment. Now I'll be seeing you around, Senior Brace. I must say, I expected Mr. Flanagan to at least deny his involvement in his parents' murder, but he rather seemed to be hinting that he was indeed culpable. The Flanagan siblings really did brutally murder their parents at such a tender age. There may be no limit to the savagery they are capable of as adults. I agree. Ooh. Yikes. Well, this ripped up fabric is covered in blood. Ace. We need to sew it up. It may have something to do with Annie's disappearance. It's true. Very well could be. That's a corset. Or it's a dress. It's a dress. My goodness, Ace, there's no doubt this bloody garment used to belong to a lady of the night, perhaps even Gladys's friend. This garment belongs to Annie. I cannot imagine that she could still be alive, not just sustaining such blood loss. I agree, something terrible is afoot here, Ace. We must return to Madame Zhang and inform her of this development. Uh-oh. This is not looking good. Future Brace, have you found anything? I'm afraid we have bad news. We discovered this garment at the fair. Do you recognize it? Well, that belongs to Annie. We feared it might belong to her. I'm sorry to tell you this, but there's no way Annie could have survived such blood loss. Somebody got to her before we could, and they are long gone. I knew something was going on, Signature Brace. What if the same fate befell my other girls? What if there's someone out there targeting ladies of the night? It is indeed a troubling development, Madame Zhang, but rest assured that we shall endeavor to prevent this from happening again. I've heard officers of the law make such promises before, but my girls are never one of their priorities. Still, I shall not be ungrateful. Please, accept this, Signature Brace. Ace, this turn of events is most alarming. At least one of Madame Zhang's girls is almost certainly dead. We cannot be sure what has become of the others. Regrettably, there's nothing we can do right now, but this shall require further investigation once a lead presents itself. And our findings concerning Madame Zhang's missing girls are most concerning. We have reason to believe that they have at least one of them is dead, and for all we know, the others may have suffered the same fate. There's nothing we can do until we cover more leads, however, so we shall have to remain vigilant. Yeah, the developments concerning Finley, Flanagan, and sister are equally as troubling. Their parents perished when Finley and Fiona were young children, and it appears that they themselves have perpetrated the attack. If that is indeed the case, we have two extremely dangerous criminals on our hands, Ace. Well, the next assignment is to look into Fiona Flanagan's alcohol business. One would have assumed that recent prohibition would have put a rather damper on things. But instead, Fiona's moonshine activity seems to be flourish, Ace. It'll be up to us to put a stop to this. Yeah, outlawing stuff just makes it more expensive for the people that are distributing it. More dangerous, but more expensive. Alright, guys. Let's unlock this, head to the new case. April 13th. That's this Thursday. I'll see you guys then. This has been Pitching 88. Over and out.